Wanted to show you guys what I just picked up today. I pretty much gave a hint in one of my latest videos about steel copper molds and cast iron copper molds, and how whenever you pour into them, there's always holes that are generated. And I had stated that you know, the only real way to get around that is to get a graphite mold. Well, that's pretty much what I purchased. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get the packing slip out of here, just because I'm not a spokesman for this actual company. So just let me get this out of here real quick. We'll get this box out of the way. So I don't know if that's in the camera or not. I'll try it this way. Well, I did a pretty good job wrapping it. It's actually a little bigger than I thought it was. So yeah, that's it. This is a graphite mold. This will do 5 pounds of copper, they say. So it's got a 10-degree taper on all the corners, all the sides here. So this way here, when you pour into it, when you just flip it over, the bar will come straight out. I don't have to bang it with a hammer or anything like that. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get this. Just because getting the molds, you know, getting the copper bars out of the mold is, you know, kind of difficult when you're doing it to steel. I mean, you could tell on my last video I was really beating on it, and you know, I broke the mold. I literally broke a 1/4-inch thick piece of steel by trying to get a copper bar out of it. So, and I'm tired of the holes, and this is what I'm going to be casting in from now on for copper. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and melt down 1,050 grams of copper. You can see some of this stuff was collected from my previous videos. Still got that left in the bucket, and then I still got this left in the wire stripping bucket. So pretty much, yeah, I'm eager to use this. This cost me $100, honestly. This graphite mold cost me $100, but it can do 5 pounds of copper. At least that's what they say. And I'll get about 30 plus pours out of it as long as I treat it correctly. That is heating it up, preheating it rather, to the proper temperature, depending on what metals you're actually going to melt. There was a whole chart in there that said how to use the ingot mold. So, I mean, I've casted in graphite before, but just out of bottoms of crucibles that I've made custom molds out of. After they get thin and break, like in my electric furnace, I use them and carve into them and make a mold where I can make some coins and stuff. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the furnace set up, and we'll go ahead and start melting this down. Okay, guys. So, my first impression of that graphite mold, don't be afraid to pour too fast. But this came out pretty sweet, except for right there. I saw it hardening when I was still pouring, and that's why that happened right there. So I just need to learn to speed up my pour a little bit. And then there's a couple little imperfections here where you saw it was like starting to harden. But honestly, this is a pretty nice bar. This is probably one of my nicest bars that I've got. Now, mind you, I could always use a flap disc and actually smooth this out and make it completely flat and polish up the edges real nice. There was two tiny small holes. I mean, literally you couldn't even fit the head of a carpenter nail in there. So, I mean, I could deal with that. It's just the big holes that I was dealing with before. I just really thought the bars came out ugly, and this is really nice. These are going to stack nicely in my safe. So pretty much you see that I had emptied the bin. There's one little strand of copper in there, but that doesn't weigh anything. I did put borax in and got rid of the impurities. That pretty much got rid of all this crap that was still on the transformer winding. There's still a little bit inside there. I don't know if you can see or not. Still a tiny bit at the bottom, just pretty much slag. And that was a slag that I pulled out off camera. So anyways, let's go ahead and weigh this bar up and see how much we lost. We started with 1,050 grams of copper, dirty copper. And let's see how much we purified this into. This is #1 copper. This is definitely #1 copper. There's literally no impurities in this. And that's why we use the flux. So we're zeroed out here, and it was 1,050 grams worth of junk copper, and we ended up getting, we only lost 15 grams. That's actually really good. Let's see what that is in everything else. So 36.6 ounces. 1.035 kilos. That's as close to a kilo I'm gonna ever get to. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. So anyways, thank you very much for watching. If you like these kind of videos, hit subscribe. You'll be alerted every time a video posts to YouTube, as long as you hit that bell notification. And go ahead and feel free to share it amongst your friends. Thank you very much, and happy casting.